Right now, right now. 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 Oh, I got a real good feeling.
We try to bring you high-quality educational and informational content every single day. Why do you think the price is having such an anemic time? The news story of the hour. Jump onto the chart. Is this the beginning of a massive financial unraveling? We got to add a little addendum to the show map today. So we start here on the daily. Now, we've been looking at the RSI on Bitcoin's daily chart for the last several days. Well, what's happening? It's been increasing over the last 50 years since it's been out there. The government has been getting bigger. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and welcome back to Coffee and Crypto Live. This is your week daily morning show where we bring you the latest in everything Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the massive Bitcoin breakout that is occurring right now. As you will more than likely already know, Bitcoin is sitting right at all-time high. It is just dollars away from the new all-time high that it set just earlier on this week on Monday at about $69,400. We are only a couple of $100 away from that level, and it appears that we may be seeing the beginning of the next phase of the bull market happening right now live on your favorite cryptocurrency live stream, Coffee and Crypto Live. We go live 10 a.m. Eastern every single weekday, and I am excited to be here because a major historic moment may be about to play out right now. We've been able to do quite a lot of live commentary of Bitcoin breakouts over the course of the last couple of weeks as Bitcoin has been rocketing up here towards $70,000, and I have a feeling that we may end up seeing the exact same thing happening today as Bitcoin rallies directly towards 69 grand. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at $68,966, and today we are going to be analyzing what may end up being a history book moment in the history of Bitcoin. But first, let's go ahead and read some chat as we, of course, leave the screen up here because a breakout could be occurring at any given moment. You are awesome coming in first today. You are indeed awesome. Saying good morning. Christina Orozco is in chat. Pew Pew Poom 2 is in chat. Ross Reynolds, Joe Bollier, Coin Operator, Edsel Cornelio, Jacqueline Coronado is in chat. Brian Barrett, Carbs for Days, is in chat. Our resident spaghetti lover. RJ's in chat. DJ Morales said greetings from sunny Portugal. Greetings from sunny La Florida. Greetings to Portugal and the Iberian Peninsula. Simon said, what now? Is in chat. He said good morning. That's what he said. Simon said, what now? He said good morning. Marley120 Thirst in chat. Michael C. Rolando Lima. Freddie Philly Skills 1422 coming at us from Philly. Yo, what's going on, my guy Jib? And the Crypto Fam. It's Friday, baby. We got a bunch of emoticons there with it as well. And shout out to everybody else in chat. We got somebody who's a Top Gun fan because their name is Iceman. Shout out to Iceman. All right, let's do this. Guys, we're going to get started very quickly here, but I do want to let you know that today's stream is brought to you in part by none other than Blofin. Make sure to sign up for Blofin with the link in the description box down below because you're going to be getting free money. Why else would you sign up for an exchange other than, well, of course, what is a better reason than to sign up for Blofin than because you are going to get free money? If you sign up for Blofin using our link and our link only, you can be getting these bonuses, anywhere from $25 to $1,000 free dollars for depositing, and anywhere from between $50 to $2,500 for trading on Blofin. If you sign up and deposit over $20,000 and trade over $25 million of volume, you could be getting $3,500 for free. Talk about free money. I mean, come on, guys. Get some free money. Sign up for Blofin with the link in the description box down below before March 14th. Do any of the things you see on screen, and you will be getting yourself some free money. How's that for a promo? I mean, come on. It doesn't get much better than that. Free money. Sign up, get free money. It's that simple. Boom. Easy peasy. I have my eyes glued to the charts, just so you know. If Bitcoin starts to move, I will switch on over to the charts right now. We're sitting at 68,942. I am expecting a major rally to come in today. If you guys are looking forward to today's stream, let's drop a 1 in chat. Hit that like button because we got a lot to talk about. First things first, I want to let you guys know that you are running out of time to begin your dollar cost averaging position. If you are new here to the stream, and many of you guys probably are today, If you're new to the stream, I recommend a very simple strategy for investing in the cryptocurrency space that you need to turn on soon because you're running out of time to actually do it. It's called dollar cost averaging, and what you do is every single week you invest a certain amount of money that you derive from your budget, which I also teach on personal finance, but that's another conversation. You derive from your budget how much you can afford to input in every single week. We're just below $69,000. You derive how much money you can afford to put in the cryptocurrency space every single week. You invest that in a particular portfolio that includes a large and broad basket of crypto coins, cryptocurrencies, all the way from Bitcoin all the way down to small caps that may even be outside of the top 100. You invest in between at least 15 and 30 different cryptocurrencies to diversify your risk profile, but you always keep Bitcoin and Ethereum in that portfolio. You invest most heavily in coins above the top 50 because they will still 3 to 5x from here. And if you're not happy with the 3 to 5x, then you are either 1, a choosing beggar, or 2, you are extremely good at picking altcoins or a very talented trader. If you're not extremely good at picking altcoins or a very talented trader, then take your 3 to 5x gains and be happy about it, because I'm trying to make you money without bankrupting you, which most people on crypto YouTube don't care about. We just touched $69,000, by the way. I will shut my trap and we'll start commentating on it as soon as we start breaking above 69K. Right now, 69 is our local high. Looks like we're about to break it. Make sure that you are doing your dollar cost averaging if you're not already. I'm going to bring up Blofin real quick because we're going to look at the depth charts. Guys, this is going to be kind of one of those streams that the market is going to dictate how it goes. This breakout could be occurring at any moment. I want to show you Blofin over here because they got an excellent depth chart. As you can see here on their charting, Bitcoin is trading at 68,795 on their exchange, about 68,800. If we look at the depth chart here, we're going to see that there is a very steep sell wall on Blofin in particular right here around 68,850. It's going to be in slightly different position depending on what exchange you're in. On Blofin, it's right here. On other exchanges, it may be a few $dozen higher, but there is a very steep sell wall. And this is why you want to sign up for Blofin. I've got about a dozen reasons you ought to sign up for it other than just getting free money. Can you guys see this? I think you can. Yes, everything should be good. Let me just check and make sure there's no technical difficulties going on. No, I think we're good. One of the reasons you want to sign up for Blofin is because you get access to the depth charts. And you can see that the runway right up to 69 is basically clear. Nobody's selling before 69. But once you get to 69K, almost exactly, that's when people start saying, yeah, bets are off. I'm selling my position. Right now, over on TradingView, we can see that Bitcoin just hit $69,000 again. We're actually going to come on down here to the second chart. If you have the premium version of TradingView, then you can see the second chart. We are just smashing this resistance, right? Excuse me, we're just butting right up to this resistance. 69K. You guys tell me how many positions there are for sale at $69,000. But you see this ceiling right here? It's exactly 69. That's because 69 is what we call a big even. If we go even 1 penny above that, that is where we're likely to see a big... Oh, we just saw it. Yep, here we go. $10 above $69,000. We've got a big sell-off coming in now. We're going to see a lot of volatility coming in the next 20 to 30 seconds. And the reason for that is because we managed to clear the order. The reason that that is so big is because we cleared out the order wall at $69,000. That was the front line of defense for the bears. What just happened is that the French just jumped on over the Germans' trenches, and now we have put a chink in the defenses. Those defenses will now be weaker than they have been. They will not be any stronger than they were just a minute ago. And every once in a while, we're trading above $69,000. I don't want to take my eyes off the screen to show you the order books on Blofin, but what you're going to see over there is that at $69,000, there's a lot of sell orders, but we cleared out the majority of them. That is a very good sign for the bulls. The bulls just moving just a couple of dollars above $69,000, where we had that very strong, big, even sell wall. That's a big deal, guys. A lot of volatility is going to be coming over just the next couple of minutes, so stay tuned, guys. I really think that we are going to be seeing all-time high absolutely smashed. Remember, our historic all-time high was set just a few days ago at $69,325. That is the all-time high as denoted on Coinbase. That is the highest level that Bitcoin has ever traded at. We're only a couple of $100 away from that, and we are now starting to trade in the region of 69 grand. We're going to watch this very closely. As you can see, $69,000 held fast. If I set this at exactly 69, so you can see this. Coordinates $69,000. You can see we held fast here. We came up to it. We did not go a penny above that level. That's because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Bitcoin for sale at that position. But just about a minute and a half ago, we actually managed to put a candle wick above there. That's why the second chart's useful. If you guys don't have the premium version of TradingView, you can sign up for it with the link down below and get a discount. At 10:23 and 18 seconds, we actually managed to rally to $69,010. That one small candle wick, this 3-second movement right here, doesn't seem like a lot, but the reason that it's significant is because it shows that we actually managed to clear out the order books. And we're back up above $69,022 coming in. All right. It's about to get exciting. There's a lot of sell pressure up here, guys. You got to realize this is the last resistance before 100 grand that anybody cares about. It's going to be hard to get through 69,325. It's going to be hard to get there. It's going to be hard to get through that. But once it happens, we're off to the races, and your portfolio is going to make a lot of money. If you're in crypto right now, you're happy. The number of addresses, just some fast facts for you, the number of addresses that hold Bitcoin that are in profit right now is about 99%. There are extremely few crypto, Bitcoin, in particular, wallet addresses right now that are at a loss. Very, very, very few. And that's a big candle wick coming in with a new local high of about 69,060, 69,059, 69,056, 69,068, 73 coming in, 74 coming in, 81 is a new high, 84 coming in as a new high. Bitcoin sitting 86 as a new high, 87, 69,094 coming in, 69,112 coming in hot. We're coming for the new all-time high, 69,117. I'm going to say the last three letters, the last three digits, we're still at the 69,000 range. 129 coming in as a new high. 136 coming in as a new high. 137, 138. The trench has been overrun. We are now in German territory. 144 coming in as our new high. 163. Big rally going on here, guys. This is a historic moment taking place. If you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, what better reason to? This is always fun when we get to do this live. Hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of content coming out. Goodbye shorts, absolutely. A lot of people that are in shorts are getting annihilated right now, and that is probably a lot of the buy pressure that is sending us higher. 176, 188 coming in. Hot. We're pushing towards 69,325 immediately. Why are alts dumping? Because people are taking this opportunity and making money. 194 coming in as our new high. 69,200, 69,220. I've got a gut feeling that we're about to hit a new all-time high today. 69,233 coming in. We're moving fast towards 69,325. We are within $55, within $75 of all-time high. 69,278 coming in as a new high. We're getting very close to that all-time high touch. As you can see now, we're getting close to this red level. That is the absolute all-time high as set on March the 5th. We're now taking a dive. People are taking profits. All right. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. This is always fun. I miss my calling as being a horse race announcer or an auctioneer, so I get to actually pull that card out when the market goes like this. My life is about to change forever. That's right. It is. If you're in position, this is like an auction, but way better. Oh, man. Take the Germans. Get the trenches. Oh, new all-time high set. 69,420 coming in hot. We're about to go crazy, guys. This is historic territory going on right now. 69,500 coming in. You're making money. 69,512, 522, 554. New all-time high set at 69,750. We're about to hit 70. 69,700 coming in. 69,771, 766. New all-time high has been established, 69,800. We are now almost $1,000 away from the previous all-time high set over 2.5 years ago on Bitcoin. That means that we are putting a very strong candle wick up here, even on the daily, on the weekly, on the monthly chart. History has now, past tense, been made as of about 30 seconds ago. And it cannot be erased. Once it's on the chart, it's there forever. We have officially set 69,800 as our all-time high. $70,000 is coming in fast. 69,797 as a new all-time high for Bitcoin. 799, 69,800, 69,802, 69,866, $70,000 coming in fast. Let's see how fast I can talk. 69,861 coming in hot. 887 coming in as new all-time high. Whew. This is fun. I can do this all day. My alt's getting wrecked hard. Yep. Yeah, because everybody's selling them, trying to buy in Bitcoin. By the way, be careful with leverage. It's your temptation right now. I'm going to go 100x. I'm going to bet the freaking farm. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 100x long. And I'm going to take out debt to do it. I'm going to do it on credit card debt. I'm going to liquidate all my investments. I'm going to pull out of my retirement. If you do that, you're a fool. It might work, but you also might lose your butt. It's not worth doubling your money while risking losing everything. You know why? Because 100% to the upside is not as good as 100% to the downside is bad. I'm not against you going into a long right now. Obviously, a lot of bullishness is coming, but please be very careful with the leverage and make sure you're using a stop loss. Don't say, oh, well, the market's moving so quick, I don't have time to establish a stop loss. Take the extra 5 seconds and establish the freaking stop loss. 69,877, 69,900 coming in. We just hit 69,950. 70K is about to be touched. Current all-time high sitting at $69,965. 961 was just established. We just hit 70. Oh, no. No, actually, we're about $14 from there. 987 coming in. 988 coming in. Bitcoin rallying towards 70. People are liquidating altcoins. $70,000 has been established. A new all-time high coming in for Bitcoin. Even if we drop from here, 70K has now officially been hit on March the 8th at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. History has been made. $70,000 has been established. We are hitting that. We just broke it. $70,065 coming in. $70,000, 70, 70.90 coming in hot. You are making money. You are making money right now if you're in Bitcoin. We got bearish divergence coming in on the Crypto Jeb Oscillator. That indicates that the next 30 to 60 seconds could be a little bit bearish, but the bulls are starting to take charge back. Looks like that bearishness may be over because 70,112 coming in hot as a new all-time high. 136, 139, 154, 174. We're moving fast. 175, 167, 184, 192. $70,199 coming in as our new all-time high. All-time high territory is being established. Called it 2 days ago, Jeb. We've been calling it for months, guys. We've been telling you that it was going to hit all-time high and break it in Q1 since last year. This is not surprising at all. Someone said 70,200K. I wish it was $70 million a coin, man. That's not what you meant. Oh, man. $70,000 has now officially been hit. Even if we crash from here, 70K is in the rearview mirror. Even if we crash from here, $70,000 is in the rear view. It has now happened. That is now history. History can be 30 seconds ago. It has now occurred. We just dropped below our all-time high as set last week, dropping down to $69,000. Major crash coming in. Saw that coming. You remember like 20 seconds ago when I told you to be careful about entering into a long? Well, the people that didn't follow that advice just got wrecked. You should probably listen to me. I've been doing this for a while. Bitcoin going through a much anticipated correction. Order books are non-existent right now. Nobody's in trades right now. We've got to establish some more market structure, but Bitcoin just established a huge high. If you'll remember, CJO said a bearish cross right here. And I said, look, we're probably about to have a correction. Bitcoin just dove $3,000 in a minute. Bull market's not over, guys. Take your chill pill. We've seen this happen before. All right? Calm. The Bible says that a wise man is of an excellent spirit. That's in King James. In newer translations, it uses the word calm. Have you ever thought of a man or a woman that sits there in the face of uncertainty and they are bone cold calm? They are cool, calm, and collected. What do you call that individual? You call that individual a hard mamma jamma man. You want to be like him. That's who you need to be right now. Stay calm. We are printing an inverse head and shoulders pattern that will give you a price target above the all-time high that we set just a few minutes ago. So there's hope there. Don't go getting depressed because we're having a correction. If this all-time high plays out, it's pointing at $70,700. That's much higher than what we just did. We're printing the right shoulder right now. Let's see if we crash through or if we're going to have a rally. Inverse head and shoulder is completing itself. This is moving very quickly, guys. That's why we're on the second chart. There is technically a possibility that we could correct from here, but an inverse head and shoulders pattern has technically printed. Let's see what happens. $2 donation coming in from Chance Nelson. Any memes next? Are memes next? Yes, the whole altcoin market is going to go through an explosion in the next 3 months. Patience, the ability to accept delay without being maddened or angered. I explain it like this to my 3-year-old. You can go through life miserable or you can go through life patient, but those are really your only 2 options. You choose. Alts are down a lot. I haven't even had time to look at CoinMarketCap because I've been so glued to this screen. What's going on CMC? Yeah, they're taking a bit of a dump. Not too bad, though. Nothing too bad. All right, inverse head and shoulders patterns played out. Let's see what happens. We're establishing market structures. What's happening right now, guys? We're establishing market structure below $69,000, and that's totally fine. By the way, guys, if you didn't watch the last 15 minutes, if you just tuned in, do yourself a favor. After this is over, I'd watch it live for right now, but go back and watch that. That was fun. Can I get a 1 in chat? Was that fun? Live commentating the market? Man, it's fun. I love that. It's one of the highlights of my job is getting to commentate it live. I sat down and was like, man, for reasons I was a couple minutes late, I'm glad I was. I'm so glad I was, man. We started streaming. I said, look, this is about to go parabolic. We're about to set a new all-time high, and then boom, what happens? 10 minutes later, the prediction comes true. Why not subscribe to the channel if you're watching right now, guys? We've been doing this for a while, man. If you guys don't know my history, I've been in crypto. Coming this June, it'll be 7 years. I've almost been in crypto for half of the history of the entire market. When I got in, Bitcoin was trading at, get this, $2,900. Not $29,000, $2,900. 2,900. 4 digits, not 5. When I got into Bitcoin, it had broken into the 4 digits like 6 months earlier. 6 or 8 months before I got into the market, it was trading in the hundreds of dollars. I've been here for a while. I've got some experience here, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just letting you know that if you subscribe to the channel, I can help you. So please do. Let's read some chat. Wait a bit, it can go higher. Oh, yeah, I don't know that we're done. I'm not sure that we're done. I'm not so sure that we're done. I'm going to read some chat on my phone here. Like I said, this is a little bit of a different stream. We're letting the market run this stream, man. Plans out the window. We're watching the market like a hawk right now. You sounded like you were running a carnival game or a pig race or something. It's always fun. That was very entertaining. Where are we going from here? Right now, it's going sideways. Yep. So, guys, listen, and there are times that we're going to make bad calls. But right now, market's establishing market structure. Let's see what happens next. All right. Break the neckline. Yeah. For real. Let's see. All right. Just back tested some support at $68,200. We've got a $5 dono coming in from EL2 Wikwa is nice. Said, thanks, man. That was insanely fun to listen to. You're the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the dono and for the support. Really appreciate that. Third super chat on a live stream. Was there another one? Did I miss one? No. It says I had a third. It says that's the third one. But that's only the second one I see. If I missed a super chat, let me know. Sorry. All right. Why can't we break 75? Oh, we can. And we probably will. I don't think the bull market's anywhere near over. Guys, I am going to keep an eye on the chart, but I do want to show you some historical context here that may be helpful. In the bull market that was happening when I first got into the space, and like I said, I'm keeping a hawk eye on the market right now. In that market, Bitcoin rallied above all-time high and actually kind of jumped up there for a while, and Coinbase is down. Let's see. Is it? I have Coinbase up in another tab. My Coinbase is up. Not sure what's going on with yours. It could be that something's going on for you guys that's not going on for me. My Coinbase is here. But I do want to show you the previous bull market. In the 2017 era, we're still below 69,000. I'm watching the market, and we'll go back to the current if things start to kick off too much. But Tyler Hevelo said, Bible verse of the day. I will get to that. I do actually have one that I planned for today. But Bitcoin rallied to the then all-time high at 11,500. Excuse me. I'm so used to modern prices. $1,158. And it hit that, and it corrected in the span of about a week, 34%. Then what happened is that Bitcoin rallied above all-time high and stayed up there for a couple of weeks. This is the daily chart right here, guys. Bitcoin stayed up above all-time high for 3 weeks, and then it crashed back down below. Again, this is just before I got into the space, about 6 months before. Bitcoin dropped 30% in 10 days again. And then we had to kind of break through it a second time. I'm not saying that that's necessarily going to happen this time, but we could see something like that occur. We could see something like that occur where Bitcoin needs to just have some breaking above there. We're dumping so hard. Yeah, we are. And that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Do you remember up here when Bitcoin was on its tear and I said, hey, if you're entering in a long trade right now, please be very careful. Certainly don't be on leverage, and certainly don't do it without a stop loss. Do you remember that? Drop a 1 in chat if you remember me saying that right here. Because I hate to break it to you, but part of the reason we just dumped so hard is because some people didn't do what I just said to do. Or they did what I told them not to do. Obviously, everybody in the market isn't listening to this. But if we go to DeFi Llama, sorry, not DeFi Llama, if we go to coinglass.com/liquidation data, I've got a feeling I'm going to, let's just, 75 million. Let's just say there's $75 million of long liquidations. Let's see. What's the number? In just the, that might be a little aggressive. It was only 10 minutes. Well, I mean, then again, I could see it. Let's say 75 million. Let's see if there was $75 million of long liquidations that just got wrecked. Let me come over here to liquidations on Bitcoin. Oh, we might be close. Coinbase buy and sell is down. Oh, yeah, it might be. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Let's see if $75 million of longs got liquidated. Actually, a lot more shorts got liquidated. That's interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense. Let's see. 5 million. No, I had a feeling 75 was too much. $5 million of longs just got liquidated up there when Bitcoin hit 70K. And so that's where I need you guys to be really careful. There's a lot of longs getting liquidated right now. A lot of shorts did too. It was actually short liquidation movements that that propelled us to the upside, and then long liquidations that propelled us to the downside. Looking at about $13 million of short liquidations, $5 million of long liquidations. So Case in point, if you're doing leverage trading, please use stop losses. I'm not against you doing leverage trading. It is a form of debt, so please be very careful. But if you're going to do leverage trading, please use your stop losses. Just do it. Just do it for me. Do it for me. Do it because you love me. Campbell donated $1.99. Campbell donated $1.99, said Coinbase buy and sell is down, not the site. That makes sense. A lot of people hating on Coinbase. I am not even affiliated with Coinbase. I've got, and even if I was affiliated with them, I'm still going to speak the truth. What I will say is that you got to have a little bit of compassion on Coinbase. They got like 100 million freaking users. And just 2 quarters ago, they were massively unprofitable. It's a very wild market to try and run a business in and keep things going. It takes a lot of stability to run a business that large. And the crypto market does not provide that as far as revenue is concerned. I'm not saying Coinbase is doing a good enough job. They need to do a better job, but it is you got to admit it is kind of a hard thing to do. All right, Jeb, will alts will pump this weekend? Probably. Coinbase playing manipulation games again, advanced trading down again, sell orders. And, there might be. I couldn't tell you for sure if they're manipulating the market. Sol, how's Sol doing? Sol is definitely doing pretty well. It's at 147. We made a video on Sol yesterday if you want to watch more on that. Not having stop losses is psycho. Yeah, it's a little bit nutso, but a lot of people do it. And those people hopefully learn their lesson the first time, but a lot of times they don't. It's sad. If everybody did what they were supposed to do in crypto, then I wouldn't have a job. And I wish you guys would put me out of a job for that reason, but I'm still here. Harsh rejection for that split second. Binance has more with no issues. That's true. And like I said, Coinbase still needs to do a better job. I'm not trying to excuse it. Gareth Soloway probably crying so hard right now. Yeah, Barry Soloway might be doing that. You know who's not down right now? Blofin. If you guys sign up for Blofin, just quickly, I want to let you know, if you sign up for Blofin, you do your trading over there, to my knowledge, not going down at all during all of this, you're going to get free money. Check this out. Through March 14th, if you sign up with our link in the description box down below and you deposit or trade on Blofin, you're going to make free money. I mean, literally, just pause the video, read this. If you deposit $500, you're going to get a $25 bonus for free just by putting money in the account. If you do $500,000 of trading, which many of you guys are going to be able to do pretty easily, that's $50. If you're a big whale and you're looking for a great exchange to do your leverage trading on, Blofin's a great place to do it. Deposit 20 grand, do $25 million in trading. You're going to get $3,500 for free. So do you want up to $3,500 for free? Sign up for Blofin with the link in the description box down below, my friends, and you're going to be getting access to an awesome cryptocurrency exchange. But why should you sign up for Blofin? Well, it's not just because it's going to give you free money. It's also because they're non-KYC. They are custodied by Fireblocks, which means that Fireblocks is protecting them. Fireblocks is the Fort freaking Knox of cryptocurrency. They've got a fiat to cryptocurrency gateway. They've got leverage trading. It's very good. Their order books, their website, their user interface, their customer service, and everything is top-notch. They've got over 300 plus spot markets. They've got the ability to do staking. They've got the ability to do copy trading, which if you are not very good at trading and you want to still get some skin in the game, then you can go and do copy trading. A lot of different ways to make money on Blofin, including just by signing up and depositing and doing a little bit of trading. So make sure you sign up for Blofin with the link in the description box down below. I'm going to continue to read chat here, guys. And I do want to let you guys know what the verse of the day is. Unfortunately, I do have quite a bit of the Proverbs memorized. I do not have this one memorized yet. It's on my list. I'm memorizing straight through. I'm in chapter 5 now. But I want to give you the verse of the day. It is Proverbs 8:36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. That is wisdom speaking. Not sure I can put it any more bluntly, concisely, or powerfully than that. All who hate God's wisdom love death. That's what the Bible says. That's the verse of the day. It is that simple. So we must acquire wisdom because wisdom is life. Wisdom, financially speaking, is the path of financial sovereignty, which is what we teach. So my friends, please continue to acquire wisdom. I will teach you as much wisdom as I possibly can on this channel, and I'll continue to learn from you guys as you guys give me wisdom. Let's continue to grow in our wisdom. It is the greatest achievement of man, period. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding. If we acquire wisdom as it applies to finances, our finances will have life in them. If we hate wisdom, it means we love death. Let's keep watching the chart here. Not sure we're going to have another big breakout right now. It may take a little while to get there, but for now, Bitcoin is taking a bit of a correction. Please explain about the dollar collapse in 2025. I don't think the dollar is going to collapse in 2025, so I couldn't do that. All right. Got some amens in chat. Love to see it. Jeb, my soul bag will hit 18x today. Woo! 13x. Nice. You think we're in for a big correction midterm, at least 30%-ish, looking for a new entry? I think at some point. I couldn't tell you if we're going to go to 75 and then we're going to do that, but at some point, yeah, a giant correction is going to come in. It's going to scare the hell out of the noobs, and the noobs are going to get wrecked because a lot of them are going to say, oh, whoop-de-doo, I know, I learned about this new thing called shorting, and they're going to go and short the market. You know what's going to happen? It's going to bottom out probably around 50 to 60 region, and then they're going to get annihilated, and they're going to get discouraged, and then they're going to quit. And then they're going to say, oh, crypto's a scam, Bitcoin's a scam, I got wrecked. It's like, no, you didn't use a stop loss. You don't know market cycles. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying there's a lack of experience there. You got to fail to gain experience. That's part of it. Okay, so don't get discouraged if you fail. Just put yourself in a position where if you fail, it doesn't cost you $75,000 like some of you guys are doing. Man, I know people that are investing on credit cards. Don't. You know who you are if you're watching. I love you very much, my friend. And we had a great call. I do financial coaching if you're wondering. You can find links for that down below. By the way, I fixed that. Like 11 of you guys went through the intake form, found a page that said you can't buy financial coaching right now. I fixed that. If you go back through the intake form, do it again, you'll be able to sign up. I sent an email to pretty much everybody that I could find. There were 11 of you guys that were trying to sign up for financial coaching in the last 2 days. You weren't able to because of that site. I fixed it. So if you want financial coaching and you want me to sit down and talk about your finances with you and about your crypto investments, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can help you put a plan in place and put some structure to your thoughts and help you make some more money in crypto. So feel free to check that out down below as well. Fix that website. Sorry about that glitch, guys. All right. 2025 depends on election results. Yes, absolutely. Wilton Wolverton said, that's it. I'm switching from Coinbase to Blofin. Love it, guys. Love it, guys. Blofin's a great exchange. Listen, I don't think you're going to go wrong signing up for Blofin. I think you're going to go right signing up for Blofin. I think it's going to benefit you. I really do. And if that changes, if I think that it's not going to benefit you, I will tell you. Guys, we're sponsored by Blofin. And Blofin knows this because we make this very clear with all of our sponsors. If that sponsor is not doing a good job by our customers, I don't care what the sponsor deal looks like. We're pulling out. That's not what we're in the position with Blofin right now. They've been very trustworthy. They've been very transparent. They've been very good to us. They've been very good to us. I really like their site. I really like what they're doing here. So I'm not worried about it. I'm pretty excited about how Blofin's doing. So feel free to check them out. Links down below. Free money's on the table. And yeah. If you have a credit card, you probably shouldn't be investing in crypto, in my honest opinion. Credit cards are the financial cigarettes of the financial world. I am so freaking tired of credit and debt. I don't, it's just a freaking joke. It is a complete scam. It's a complete joke. If you've got to buy a house, I understand taking a mortgage for that. But other than that, guys, if you can't afford to buy it in cash, just don't buy the freaking thing. You're going to stick yourself in the middle class forever. You're going to stick yourself in the middle class forever. And it's not a bad thing to be middle class. I'm not talking down to anybody that's middle class. What I'm saying is that you're going to be stuck there if 10, 20, 30% of your hard-earned dollars every month are going to some banker in a high tower in Manhattan. Quit. Live on less than you make, for the love of God. Oh, but groceries are so expensive. All right, well, let's go get some more skills and go make some more money so we can afford groceries. Right? Let's sell the $40,000 Tahoe and buy a $4,000 beater. Quit with the stupid credit cards. They're absolutely dumb. They're so stupid. They're so dumb. I just use the credit cards for the points. Do yourself a favor. Check this out. Go back, and you may have beat the system, but unlikely it is that you've been the one to beat the system. If you've had a credit card, go back through the statements, look at all of them, and count up how much money you've made from points and cash back, and then count up how much money you paid on interest. Maybe you've done a good enough job so far to pay less money in interest than you've earned in points, but I'd be willing to bet, in fact, there's data that backs this up, that the vast majority of Americans spend more money on credit card interest than they get back in points. You know how I know that? Because that's how the credit cards companies actually stay in business. Or else they would not have a business model. Just think about it. Where are they getting the money to pay the cash back? From knuckleheads that are paying a bunch of credit card interest. So by the very fact of the matter that the market exists at all, most people are spending way more money in credit card interest than they are gaining in points. You know what's a good thing to put your money into other than a credit card? Bitcoin. You're putting so much. Think about how much interest you're paying on your debt, whatever the kind of debt is. Student loan debt, personal debt, car debt, mortgage debt, credit card debt. I don't care. Add it all up. Go through all the accounts. It's probably several $100s, if not over $1,000 a month. What if you had $1,000 a month put into crypto? What would your life look like right now? I know I just ticked off a lot of you guys, but I love you too much to not tell you the facts. Okay, let's read some chat. Everyone has paper hands taking profits at 70. But that's because most people don't pay the balance every month. Set it up on autopay. Yes, that is my recommendation for any of you guys who think you want to play the system with credit cards. Set the sucker on autopay. I don't care if it has to overdraft your bank account. Pay the overdraft fee and take the spanking. If you're going to use a credit card, here's a hard and fast rule for you. It needs to be set on autopay and it needs to stay there forever. Guaranteed 20+% rate of return by paying off the credit card debt. Exactly. And I'm not as worried about you guys that are playing the points game and you set it up on autopay. I'm more worried about the people that are not doing that and they're racking up credit card debt. That's really who I'm going after right now. If you got it down to a science and you have never paid a dime of interest on credit cards and you are using them as a tool, please be very careful. It's a dangerous game, but I get it. If you're racking up $10, $15, $20,000 in credit card debt, you need to cut the suckers in half and be done with them. Let's see. Let's read some chat. Jeb, how many halvings are there going to be? Well, there's going to be a few dozen more, but this is the last one that really is going to matter anything on the actual supply side. Is this financial advice? It is not investing advice, but I'm certainly giving you financial advice to set the credit card on autopay. Yeah, that's not your traditional financial advice that is regulated, but yes, I'm definitely giving you advice to put the thing on autopay or cut the thing in half, but only do one of those two options. The dump on the 5th was greater than we're seeing today. Bears are losing steam. We'll punch through 70 this weekend. Yes, that's a very good point, actually. Yeah, that's a great point. Let's point that out. We dumped hard. We dumped hard. After we hit 69,325, we dumped 10 grand in 5 hours. Whoo! Sheesh. The dump today is tiny. I mean, we're like, it's puny. We've had a dump. It's not bad, though. At least not yet. It could end up being bad. But right now, it's looking very bullish. Very bullish indeed. And that wick is up there to stay. It's not going anywhere. It is there for life. It is there in the history books. Bitcoin has now, at this point, traded above $70,000. All right. People actually have $10,000 to $15,000 in credit card debt. You would be surprised how many people I talk to in coaching. And I love you guys. I love you so much that are walking around carrying a bag of debt on your back, and you're like, it's just a part of my life. It's like, no. If you have a leech on your leg, you don't walk around with that for 10 years and just say, it's just part of me. No, it's not. It's a leech. I explained that to somebody, and they had carried student loan debt, $40,000 of student loan debt, 15 years. About $400 a month in interest. They're doing interest-only payments. I was like, you know what you need to do? Pay that. You make so much money, man. Pay that off and get the leech off. You'll grow faster. My goal is to get you growing your net worth faster. It is risky, but if you want to play the points game and you set that sucker on autopay and you're just doing it for the points and you're gaming the system, then please be careful. I still don't think it's a good idea, but it's a much better idea than carrying a loan balance. Pay off the debt. You've got a leech on you. You have a parasite on you. Stop. It's not a good idea. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Have a better life. Don't sit around paying $400 a month on interest for no reason. Pay the debt off. The interest rate is insane. Pay the thing off, and in 3 years, you will have made a 100% return. That's a pretty solid rate of return. You ain't going to find that in the stock market. You're going to make a higher return paying off debt, just about any debt, than you ever would in the stock market. Especially if it's student loan, credit card, or car debt. Especially those three. All right. This is a dump for ants. Yes, it's a tiny dump. This is not a concern to me at all. Not at all. All right. Guys, I do also want to let you know that today's stream is brought to you by NordVPN. You probably just made a lot of money. You're probably making a lot of money right now. But if you don't protect that wealth, then what was even the point of making it? I want to encourage you to go ahead and sign up for NordVPN. And the reason is I want you to stay safe while you're browsing online. There are so many ways that you can lose your money that we couldn't even sit here and count all of them. We probably couldn't even catalog all of them. There's so many different ways to get hacked and have hackers and thieves and trespassers and eavesdroppers and everybody come in and steal your cryptocurrency. Thieves come in and steal your cryptocurrency. NordVPN is going to help keep you safe from that. So make sure to sign up for NordVPN with the link in the description box down below. Today is DCA day, thanking FET for this week's investment. If you're talking about Fetch AI, I'm thinking about doing the same thing. I think it was Pew Pew Poom 2 pointed that out yesterday. It's already going through a pretty big rally today. I think I'm going to get some. I think after I get off this stream, I'm going to go purchase some. I'm going to give it a shot. Why not? Why not? I'm not going to put a crazy amount of money into it, but heck, I mean, if thing 10Xs, then that'd be wonderful. I'd be very excited for that. Pay your credit card in full every month to keep your car till it starts falling apart. Think of all the money you can invest. That's right. Absolutely. Think about, literally, I did this when we had, you know, a lot of debt. For a little while we did there. And I went around and I looked at all of the interest payments and I added them all up, and it freaking shook me to my core how much of our money was going to that banker. And we had a lot less debt than most people do. Like, you were kidding me. X% of our income every month is going to, this is BS, man. You know what BS down? Baptist school. This is Baptist school right here. This is nonsense. Pay that crap off. Quit making bankers rich. I thought you hated bankers. All of you that are playing the points game, I thought you hated bankers. Isn't that why you're in cryptocurrency? Please don't hate people. But I thought you hated the banking system. So why are you playing the banking system? They're playing you. You think you're beating it for now. You just wait. You just wait. You can play it for a little while. But it'll catch up with you one day. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Not worth it, in my opinion. 2% cashback, man, I can get 2% in a day in cryptocurrency. I'm not worried about 2% cashback. I actually told somebody that. They had 7 credit cards, and they said their wife wanted to hold on to one for the airline miles. And I said, you know what you ought to do? Cut the other 6 in half that she doesn't care about and say, all right, I love you more than I hate credit cards. So I'm not going to cut up your credit card because that would be mean. I'm not going to force you to do anything you don't want to do. I'm going to be a gentleman about it. I say, look, I'm not going to open any more credit cards, and I'm going to cut up the ones that don't have this one thing that you want. Avoid it, guys. If you're clever, you will have 0 credit card for a 0% credit card for a year and quadruple your credit money in a year in crypto. Yeah. Or you make the wrong investment, you lose it all, and then you have to pay 50% interest because they got you. Because it's 0% interest for a year, and then you know what happens? They bend you over a barrel after 12 months are over. Why are you taking those stupid risks? Why? Why do it? What's the point? Put some elbow grease in and go get a second job. Get the money that way. You know what's going to happen at the end of that? You're going to say, man, I worked hard for this. And you're going to say, I did this. I earned this. And it's going to feel good. Go out and make some money. Invest that. All right. Okay. Happy Friday, Jeb and friends. Happy Friday. I'm going to read chat a little bit more, and then we're going to wrap it out. Jeb, did these huge wicks happen during previous all-time high breakouts? Yes, this is completely standard and nothing to worry about. This is absolutely the birth pangs of a bull market. This is absolutely what we have seen before. Every single time, this is exactly what we've seen before. And as someone mentioned, it's actually a very good sign that we only dumped a tiny bit compared to what we did on the 5th. Mike said that. The dump on the 5th was 10 grand. This one was 2. It's a huge sign in the bullish direction. All right. Let's see. Never gamble with risk. Exactly. Thoughts on ETH, Jeb? It's about to go to 10,000, I think. At least 8,000. You work smart, not hard. You know what's better than working smart, not hard? Working smart and hard. You know, you get a lot further doing that. I'm all for working smart, and I'm all for working hard. But if you work hard and you don't work smart, then you're going to make minimum wage all your life. If you work smart and you don't work hard, then you're going to buy into the crap of a 4-hour work week, and 1 in 100 of you are going to make it work, and the other 99 are going to fail and think, oh, man, it's just off the ground. And you're going to be saying, I'm getting off the ground for the next 10 years. No, you need to go out there and you need to bust your tail and work and make some money. I'm all for working smart. I got nothing against working smart. I am against saying that I can work smart and don't need to work hard. That's not the way it works. That's not how it works in a physical universe. You have to do both if you want to be successful. If you want to make minimum wage all your life, then go work hard and not smart. Not saying that people that are working at McDonald's are not smart, but what I am saying is that you probably are much more capable than flipping hamburgers. If you're doing that to get yourself through college or because that's your first job, I got nothing against that. More power to you. Good for you for working your tail off. Those minimum wage workers are some of the hardest working people you will ever meet in your life. Not talking down to them a bit. But if you stay there for 40 years and you make $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 an hour for 40 years, you're wasting some potential there. Every single one of you is capable of more than that. So why wouldn't we say the exact same thing when I say every single one of you is capable of doing more than 4 hours a week of work? Apple was not built on 4 hours a week. Microsoft was not built on 4 hours a week. $100 million net worth was not built on 4 hours a week. You know who was built on 4 hours a week? The guy that wrote the 4-hour work week. He's the only guy that built anything on 4 hours a week, and that's because he was selling a pipe dream. I'm not saying you need to go and work yourself into an early grave. I'm not advocating for you to go and work 80 hours a week. I'm advocating for you to work hard during the time that you've allotted. Work hard. Not saying don't work smart. Working smart is very important. It's where you're going to get the parabolic returns is on the smart end of that. Because you can work hard and not smart, and you'll be stuck at minimum wage for your whole life, which, again, no shame towards anybody that's making minimum wage. More power to you. You're probably busting your freaking tail pulling overtime and extra shifts. Good for you. I'm just saying, you need to make sure you go and you work your butt off, too. Bitcoin going through a bit of a correction right now. We'll see how far this drop takes us. If it doesn't drop us down to $60,000, then in my opinion, we'll be at 75K within just the next few weeks. Maybe even sooner than that. What was that guy's name that wrote the 4-hour work week? I know his name. What's his name? Tim Ferriss? Is it Tim Ferriss? Tim Ferriss. It's Tim Ferriss. Good Lord. Wipe your butt with that book, man. All right. Shadrach Frost said, I really hope everyone has a great weekend. God has blessed us all. Pay the blessing forward. Love your neighbors and pray daily. HODL. God bless. Love. Hashtag CT2A. And all love towards Tim Ferriss. I don't hate Tim Ferriss. I do think that working 4 hours a week is a complete joke, though. So, nothing against him, other than I think that's a dumb philosophy. It's not going to get you anywhere good. And I know that, and listen, guys, I have done the 4-hour work week thing. And I have made a lot of money doing that. But you know what? It didn't last. To build something that lasted, I needed to go and work a solid 40. I've done the 4-hour work week thing. You know when I started this channel? What I would do is I'd basically sit down, turn the camera on, figure out what I was going to shoot while I was shooting the video, and I would do like 5 to 10 hours a week of work some weeks. And I never built anything that lasted. When I started building things that lasted, it started taking more time. Bitcoin's in a correction right now. That's the pressing point, $66,900. We are dropping through this uptrending level of support that I showed you just a minute ago. Not concerned about this drop, really, just because Bitcoin has established a new local high. It looks big down there on the second chart or the minute chart, but it's really not that big in the grand scheme of things. Nowhere near the size that we saw last week. Let's see what happens. It's not there yet, but we shall see what happens. To be successful, you need to work half the day every day. The only choice to make is which 12-hour period you choose. Yeah, and remember, guys, work is not all about making money. You got to work to keep your house running. You got to work on your relationship with your kids and your wife. Yeah, guys, when I factor in the work that I do in the gym and the work that I do on my house and the work that I do on my marriage and the work that I do with my kids and the work that I do at work, I probably work between 14 and 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. And to be honest with you, even on the Sabbath, because I got little kids, I'm probably working at least 8 hours a day on those days. That's a lot of work. You're not going to get out of that. You're not. You're going to try and run from it, and you're going to run from it your whole life. And guess what? You're going to get no further away from it because it's the truth. There's a lot of people in our culture right now that are trying to run away from the truth. And you know what happens? You get nowhere good. Nowhere. You can't run from the fact that you're going to have to work hard. And yes, please do work smart. I'm not advocating for people to go dig ditches for 40 years. That's not your career. That might be where you start, and that might be where you learn work ethic, and that might be what your daddy makes you do when you're 16 years old to show you how to break a sweat, because that's part of life. Please do work hard. Excuse me, please do work smart, but don't think you're going to build anything big without working hard, too. Too late to get into Fetch. What's the projection for it? I've just found out about it yesterday, so I could tell you. But I think, from what I can tell, it seems like it'll go higher. I couldn't give you much on it just because it was yesterday that I found out about it in the first place, but I think it'll go higher. I'm going to put some in. I'm going to do some more research on it. I'll put a small investment in it just because I got a hunch. But before I put a large investment in it, I'd do more research in it. Wish ADA would start moving up and around. I think it will. Same here. My only break from work is when I'm sleeping, lol. And you know what? You're going to get to the end of your life and you're going to look back and you're going to say, man, I did some work. You cut your grass, you mow your lawn, you get the hedges done, you put out the weed eater, and you get to work, and you sit back at the end of the day, and you know what? You're tired, but you say, look at that. That looks good. That looks real good. And I did that. Please tell us more about life and less about crypto. Yeah, I do both. Ada has gone from 25 to 80 and has done lots and lots would have made money already. I'm up quite a bit on Ada. Ross, more power to you. Time to go spend time with my wife and kids. Relationship is greater than money. Absolutely, Ross. And that's what I'm talking about. When I say work, I'm not just talking about working for money. I'm talking about working for relationships, because I tell you what, it takes planning and it takes work to make relationships work. It's not just about, and that's something that I struggled with for a long time and still do sometimes. I'm like, oh, it should just happen, right? It's a relationship. It should just be natural. No, you got to plan that stuff. You got to plan activities. You got to plan how you got to go and work and read the Bible and learn how to be a good husband and father and wife and mother and sister and brother and son and daughter. You know what that is? That's work. It can be restful too. You can find rest in your work, but it's work. And it takes planning. Man, how am I going to date my wife? I'm going to plan that. How am I going to take care of my kids? I'm going to plan that. Where are they going to go to school? I'm going to plan that. How are they going to eat dinner? I'm going to work on that. You will have an unfulfilled life. And I'm going hard on this. I'm tired of this nonsense in our culture. Your life is going to be unfulfilled. You're going to get to the end of your life if you think I can get by on just working 4 hours a week. You know what's going to happen? Your house is going to be a mess. Your relationship's going to be a mess. Your finances are going to be a mess because you bought into the lie that you can get by on 4 hours a week of work. If you're retired, great. You can do it. If you have put the, say it with me, work in to make enough money to retire, then yeah, you can go and work 4 hours a week for money. But if you want anything, you're still going to be working on those relationships. You're still going to be working on your relationship with the Lord. You're still going to be working on making sure your house is clean. You're still going to be working on making sure that your car is serviced. You will not escape work in this life or, by the way, in the next. Because the Bible teaches that we will still have work in heaven, but it'll be totally restful and it'll be totally pleasant. And it will not be painful or exhausting. Work is not a bad thing. We got to stop treating it like it is. All right. I'm going to read a little bit more chat, and then we will go ahead and wrap it out. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure that if you have not already to sign up for NordVPN and Blofin. Guys, we got a lot of content coming. We got a lot of vision. 8-11 moonshot. I think it'll go that far. I think it can go that far, at least above all-time high. Okay, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it out. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. When you enjoy your work, that's not working. It is still work. It's just enjoyable work. Work is putting in effort for a return. For a return. Technically, the definition of work, like I said, work is not a bad thing. The definition of work does not require that it be exhausting. The definition of work, actively involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a purpose or result. That's the definition of work. It doesn't necessarily have to be exhausting. The effort that you're putting in can actually make you feel better. Like when I go and I work out in the gym, I actually feel a little bit fatigued, but in general, I actually feel better after I do that. We went and did deadlift this morning. I feel better after doing that than I did before I did that. And that was work. Work does not have to be exhausting. That's where the lie comes in, is that people think that work has to be exhausting, so they're trying to get away from it because they want rest. You know where rest comes from? From working and earning. We live life out of the abundance of wisdom. Man was created as a worker to work to the glory of God. You know what Jesus says? He said, and let me quote it directly. I think I could probably quote it directly, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and quote it directly. At the end of the Beatitudes, Jesus says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good, say it with me, work and works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. By the way, it's not a biblical idea. It's, in fact, there's a word for it. It's heretical to say that we're going to go through life without working if you're a Christian. So stay away from that if you're a Christian. We know better. And I'm really sorry to the one guy that brought that up, because I spent 15 minutes ripping that to shreds. But I love you, and it might take you 10 years to realize I'm right. But one day you will, and your life will be better after you realize I'm right. Hopefully you realize that right now. And I love you, and I hope you'll realize that right now. But if it takes you 10 years to realize that, then in 10 years your life will be better when you do. EL donated and said, thanks, Jeb. That was insanely fun to listen to. You were the man. Thank you again for that donation. We Bomb said, thanks for all the knowledge. Thank you. Please share your targets on VeChain. You mentioned it yesterday. I think it'll go back to all-time high. That's like a 5x from where it is right now, just briefly. ADA projection, I think it's going to go to at least all-time high. I'm speculating it could go as high as 11. It does need to get moving. It's got to get a move on. I think it's going to be a late bloomer, but I think it's going to do it. V-chain sitting at almost 5 cents. It hit 5 cents recently. I think it'll go back to all-time high, which is almost 25 cents. That'd be about a 5x from where it is right now. I think it'll do that. Work smarter, not harder. Work smarter and harder, guys. That's the point. Work both. You can take it too far and you can go work 80 hours a week and never see your wife and your kids and your relationships suck. I'm not saying work for a job and work yourself into an early freaking grave. What I'm saying is that work to earn an income, invest that, and then if you want to retire, then you have the ability to retire. I happen to really love what I do for a living, so I don't ever plan on retiring, but what I will say is that you need to work so that you can invest money, and after you have an income and you have investments, then you can use that to enjoy the money, and you can enjoy that and you can use that to be generous, which is the greatest joy of your life. Having spent $5,000, for example, on these two things, one of them is way more joyful than the other. I've spent $5,000 and bought an individual a car when they didn't have wheels to get to their job, and they were going to lose their job, and they're going to lose everything. Bought them a car. This is several years ago. That was an incredibly joyful experience. I've also spent $5,000 on wants. And you know what? I can't even think of what they were right now because it doesn't last. Be generous. Make yourself some money. Go be generous with it. You'll be glad you did. It's very joyful. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. We're going to wrap it out. If you have not already, make sure to sign up for Blofin. Sign up for NordVPN. And make sure that you are dollar cost averaging. And don't get too freaked out about this drop, guys. Guys, we could drop down to 60. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it. This could be a pretty big drop. Please be careful about entering into a long right now. You might get wrecked. But I'm personally pretty confident that this is a strong bull market, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. Hope you guys know that I love you, and hope you guys know that we've got a lot more content coming. So before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.